how to grow your Instagram following organically. Definitely is super tough, but I wanted to share this with you guys because I am not always in a position to put forth money to grow my following. So there's a couple of things that I've done that are organic in terms of me doing it myself, not paying somebody on the outside to help me get followers. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys today, give you a little bit of insight of maybe some things that you can change up, assess your Instagram page, how you're doing with it, and then what you can put into action that is going to help you be successful. So one thing that you always hear people say is build your brand, build you. You are the brand of your business, and especially with Beachbody, we are our business, right? We are the leaders of it. We are on the front lines, and people are not just buying a product, they are buying you and buying your trust and you committing with them to be on this journey. So in terms of building your brand, you have to know specifically what and who you are attracting. And I might look over at my notes just because I want to make sure that I give you all the goodness. But when people come to your page, what are they coming for? What are they going to get? Why would they be coming to your page? Are you giving them mom tips? Are you giving them your favorite places to eat because you're a foodie? Are they getting inspiration on every Wednesday? Like, why are they coming to your page? And also with that, when they come to your page, what sets you apart? Guys, there is, a bajillion people on Instagram. So when people are scrolling, for me, I know that I stop when I see a good looking picture with good lighting or with interesting touches. Me just taking selfies all the time, or me just posting pictures of Haven, or just the same thing constantly, doesn't stand out. And when I started to really think about the aesthetics of my page and what I wanted it to look like, I felt like I started to gain a following because when people came to my page, they knew what they were going to get. They knew they were going to get 2 pictures and a quote. 2 pictures and a quote. And sometimes the quote's funny and sometimes it's inspirational, but they know that if I've posted 2 pictures, that the next thing that I post is going to be a quote. And that's just something that I started doing. I just started looking at other people's Instagrams, kind of seeing what I liked in terms of how it looked, because this is my brand. This is what people come to my page for. So what do your pictures look like? What kind of people are you attracting? And that's where my next thing comes in. When you are, and this might change depending on your life, because we all go through life changes, but stick to your niche. Stick to the people that you are speaking to. You have to, and I remember doing this activity or thing, I wrote down who I was attracting, like the person to a T. Who's listening in? And I thought about what attracted me to the people that I follow on my Instagram. And I started thinking about who I'm speaking to. Who do you relate to, and why do they relate to you? What is that connection that you're going to get to make? Because it's not just about selling your product, it's about building a relationship with people. And it's crazy when you kind of let that guard down and really just get to know people. It's fun, and you get that opportunity through your Instagram account. So really diving into who specifically are you talking to in your post? And sometimes it might be about your house or new decorations you got, but really try to tune in and twist in, still speaking to that audience that you're wanting to attract to your page. Because then you're going to get the growth that you want, not the growth of people that aren't going to move your business forward, or that you're never going to connect with, or that you're not going to be blessed to have a conversation with. So make sure you think about that. The next thing that I wanted to tell you is that sometimes I see people just post. Like they just post everything. And when you look at it from a business standpoint, you can't do that. I used to be that person before I started with Beachbody, that I would just post everything, and I would make things really contrasted. I put all this graphics and like crazy, and I would just post everything. And so I started to realize that posting something isn't better than posting nothing. Because if you're going to just post, then you're probably going to lose followers. If you just post nothing, then your followers are going to stay the same. But make sure that, and I'm not saying you have to have a distinct method of what you post, because I honestly don't. I post what's on my heart. I do have a system of like my 2 pictures, then my my quote. But other than that, I just kind of try to check my 9 squares on my Instagram page and think about what have I not given to that person. So we did this thing in Sister Empire, and Leanne or I can tag you in it, but it's called the color wheel. And so filling out that color wheel, filling out all those things, and thinking about what you need to be posting, what you're going to give to your audience that's going to help them really feel like they know you. And I don't mean say get vulnerable to like a crazy extent, but let them know who you are besides a mom. Let them know who you are besides the fact that you went to this college, or let them know the fact that you're more than a teacher or more than a nurse, that you have other things. And sometimes we get in these like ruts of like just doing the same thing every day. So that takes effort, that takes time to slow down, to know that like, hey, if I have makeup on, I'm going to take a couple of pictures today and just change my shirt, whatever that might be. But you have to put in that effort and thought into what you're posting. So don't just think, oh, I forgot to post today, I'll just throw something up. And I've had to learn that. And I used to be in that mindset of I need to post something. And you don't always have to. You just need to make sure that your content is really attracting the audience that you want. This is something I've learned more recently, but tagging your source versus hashtags. I learned that hashtags do not work for me. They just don't. But I did learn that tagging people or places or things, so tagging my location, or I always do that, depending on where I'm at. And I always tag, like if I'm wearing something, like this is from Gap, I always tag Gap. This is from a boutique that I love. I always tag it every single time. And that's a lot, because I wear this a lot, But if I wear my Stella & Dot earrings, I always tag that, because those people who are following them, I have something in relation to them. So tagging your sources, whether it's you got your cabinets from somewhere, or you have a pool, or you have a brand of diapers, or you have a favorite boutique, every time you wear their stuff, like tag them, versus a hashtag. I have not gotten a lot of followers from people clicking on a hashtag. I follow a very minimum amount of hashtags, which is like Australian Shepherds and a couple of different places. So, but it's not like really people. So just take note in that. And then my last thing that I want to tell you guys is take note at what works. This is your business. This is your store. This is your place where you get to be you, and you get to show people kind of who you are, so they're curious about what you do, what you're about, and pay attention to what works versus what doesn't. I mean, it really makes a difference when you see that maybe what you're posting is not really attracting the audience that you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helps. And yeah, I'll talk to you later.